started this before you were there.
No, I get
before
that.
you were there.
I know.
She's not really the OG of the OC.
I'm a longer friend than anyone. I don't think I'm just a friend.
Even though now she's demoted.
You know, go themselves.
Hello, welcome to another Real Housewives reading. Today we are doing the OG of the OC, Vicki Gunvalson. Vicki was born March 27th, 1962 in Mount Prospect, Illinois at 7:35 p.m. That's right, we have a time. Very early on in the show, if you want to be exact, season 2, episode 7, she hosted an astrology reading party. And this was early enough in the run of Housewives that they didn't think to maybe not zoom in on that information. So that's what I'm going with. I don't know why she would give an incorrect time. Maybe she faked it, maybe she guessed, but if you zoom in, you can see. He also, I guess, if we're zooming in, he did have Chicago, but it's really not a big difference, so it's fine. The rest of the internet says Mount Prospect. But anyway, that means we can talk about the houses and her rising sign. So I'm really excited. Okay. Okay, here is Vicki Gunvalson's gorgeous chart. Because it's the correct time. Anyway, we'll start to where we always start, with the sun. Her sun is over here in Aries in the 6th house. So, Aries things, they're very bold, they're very brash.
But you don't have a moral compass inside your soul.
You shouldn't say she's a No, but you already seen
That's a ridiculous thing to say.
They initiate.
I decided to launch my bacon vodka line, and you are going to have the first bottle.
Bacon vodka.
And Slade, thank you for inspiring me to have a bacon vodka in honor of Miss Piggy.
They smash their head up against a wall to get things done and won't think of maybe coming up with another idea.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. He's cured.
Who's cured?
Brooks. If that's what the psychic says, I say thank you, Jesus, for answering our prayer.
For sure, I would too.
Don't you ever question if he has cancer again. I'll take you down.
It's their way is the correct way.
And that's that. We're not getting into detail. I'm telling you right now, I'm de-mic and walk off. Guess what? Vicky's done with the show.
I would never tell somebody
I'm not
to hit
going to
their
have
wife.
this happen to him. I don't want to talk about him anymore. Sincerely, I get lit up like a candle. She made me out like a con woman and a liar, and I didn't lie. I didn't go on a cancer scam.
you
and
did
I'm tired
lie.
of it.
Brooks is not a murderer, so let me
He
make
murdered
that.
my self-esteem and my pocketbook, and I'm going after him.
They can be very impulsive.
Really?
Oh, big ass mouth, right? Well, you know what? Turn around and look at yourself in the mirror. How about that?
I don't do cocaine. Sorry.
I don't do cocaine either.
They can be aggressive.
I've never
Awful.
treated you well.
You're talking about my ass?
So you just make up lies
No,
and
I don't
say
make
I do
up lies.
cocaine? That's crazy. That's insanity.
They can just, want to fight. There is a thing with Aries where they kind of have to fight.
Why
You
did
want to
you
hit me? I'll hit you back.
Maybe not all the time, but a lot of, there needs to be a fight. Otherwise they don't quite get how to get along in the world. And I would say Vicki exemplifies those qualities.
Vicki's a very driven person. She's a very, I'm a woman, hear me roar, get out of my way kind of gal.
Now things with the 6th house. The 6th house is about daily work. It is in a house of work. She works all the time.
Hi, Kathy, Vicki Gunvalson. Just wanted to follow up with you regarding midget.
Mom,
What?
my appointment's in 3 minutes.
You know what? You're going to be late.
Oh, can you come with me?
Can I come with you? Okay, I'll bring my laptop in the car.
This house also has a lot to do with organizing and creating systems and all of that type of thing. And
You're going after him.
Oh, wow.
Legally. For what?
Money he owes me.
Fraud, misrepresentation.
How much does he owe you?
A lot. Oh, I have an Excel spreadsheet on him.
This is the real, like, rise and grind, maximizing kind of whatever nonsense. But not whatever nonsense for Vicki. These are the people who made it up. The people who have an Aries sun in the 6th house. This is they don't have another way to live. This is the only way they can live, is by maximizing all of the time in the day. She probably doesn't sleep because she's working, and she has the plan for how to work, and she knows how to work. Again, that said, when anything kind of throws her for a loop or a curveball, it doesn't go well because she's not equipped to handle that.
Listen to me, this is not funny. We are going on a cruise, this is not funny. You have a little family van. When do you ever bring a family van to pick up 6 people? Okay, this is ridiculous. You guys are everywhere, why are you sending a family van?
Yeah, just, it's honestly, so much of her chart is so energetic. But even if we just took this, it's like, yeah, she has the energy to get everything done in the day. Ask a busy person to get something done, they're gonna get it done. Even if they have too much work to do, they're gonna get it done.
Does Steve have a high libido?
He can hang.
He
but
can hang?
He doesn't need it 4 times a day like me.
4 times a day?
And not afraid to do stuff alone, that's another thing. Aries is a very independent sign, and especially when you have all these systems in place, you know what you're doing, you don't have a lot of need for other people necessarily.
Is that necklace real?
It's my divorce necklace, I just bought it. 88 carats, thank you.
It's a lot of diamonds.
Now, how long has it been?
We've been married for 20 years.
She was the man. She seriously had a strap on. Ben, you were bending him over, weren't you?
No.
Some other things in her chart might help that, actually. There's not a whole lot of her chart that wants her to be in a group.
The only thing that happened tonight is I lost a friend.
And I'm such a good friend.
I know.
If she really loved me, she would love my decisions.
Make this my fault for not telling you that I knew he was dating somebody?
Anybody would say that's up.
Kelly, no.
Anybody would say.
Don't point your finger at me.
That actually breaks my
Hang on
heart.
a second. I care so much about you that I
That
didn't tell
actually, you know, you're just not my friend. That's it. You're not my friend.
Let's look over here at the moon in Sagittarius. She has a fire moon as well as sun. Yeah, so the moon, that's the thing that makes you feel at home. Those are your habits, the things you need to feel safe. And for her, it's in Sagittarius. So when I was saying there's parts of her chart that maybe help in going alone, this is another one. Sagittarius is very freedom loving. They don't want to be tied down. They want to be independent.
Stop letting him tell you what to think.
He doesn't tell me what to think!
Really?
Ever!
Really?
No! When you're in it, you can't listen to other people because he was chirping in my ear, they're the enemy, your daughter just doesn't want you happy.
I remember all of those things with Dawn and, you know, how she was like, oh, sure, yeah, I'll slow down, I'll relax, I won't work all the time. I want to do that. She never wanted to do that a day in her life. And it's, you know, no matter how she feels about that divorce, that is true of her.
I left my husband for a loser.
She was never gonna slow down and stop. She's not into it. But anyway, Sagittarius is also very blunt.
You tend to say things that are offensive, and you don't even know it.
So do you too. You don't yell at a woman. I'm not his wife.
How is climbing a deadbeat dad not just as mean?
That's about supporting your child.
That's my point.
I said to you, I don't like the comments that you've made to me. They're not kind.
That you don't work? So what? Own it.
And guess what? He doesn't work!
What's going to be sad is one day when one of us dies.
But they're also just very growth-oriented in their ideas. So they always have to have something they're reaching for. There always has to be something they're working on. They always have to set more and more goals. not necessarily in a linear way, just in a way of like, I have to accomplish a lot and I have to do it all at the same time.
Good afternoon, Code of Funding Services, Linda.
Well, I'm packing real quick. I just want to see if you think there's anything pressing that I need to worry about while I'm gone.
No. We've got everything covered. We have fun while we're sitting here just working.
And that's where she feels most comfortable. And in the second house, it has to do with values, self-value, things of value. I mean, yeah, it's another work house. The work houses are the second house, the sixth house, the 10th house, which is something we'll be talking about. But, yeah, what Vicki values is more. Just the concept of more. More money, more work, more time on screen, more.
I've gone from really an average housewife to being one of the top insurance agents, living in one of the most affluent areas in California.
You also said this season that you never should have left Don. So do you really think that you...
You know how they do it?
No, please
So you're laying on your back, you put your heel to your hoo-ha.
On your back like that, in froggy.
Then they rub the leg, and then they go over the swoop, right? And you don't cross them. You put your heels together, and then bueno. And then I'm like, it feels good. It's like somebody rubbing your feet. Like, why would I say no to that?
It's not like this could also on a different person be like internal growth and like really be, you know, trying to be the best version of themselves they can be. But I feel like in Vicki's case, it's maybe more external. She might be working from the outside in, who knows? But anyway, she definitely wants more, just all the time. It goes with beauty as well. I mean, there's other things in her chart that have more to do with beauty, but, you know, not feeling pretty enough. We've seen so many different faces on her.
Sorry you don't think I'm as pretty as you want me to look, but my mom and dad think I'm beautiful. I think I'm beautiful. Brooks thinks I'm beautiful. And I'm sorry I don't fit the Orange County model of what you think my face should look like.
I mean, and I don't think we've seen the last one. I think we have a few more rounds to go.
Be careful of how you talk about women's look.
Be careful about that.
Take this bacon vodka,
You're happy
enjoy your
with how
life.
you...
So, the thing I hinted at, or just showed you, was the Grand Trine in her chart. She has a fire Grand Trine. So a Grand Trine is just a lot of energy and talent in a chart. Sometimes it's untapped talent because there aren't any other points of tension that are working it. And while she doesn't have like a specific kite or anything that would really set it off, lots of other points of tension are happening in her chart, specifically with the planets that are involved in the Grand Trine, that I think it's pretty activated. But anyway, the Grand Trine is definitely happening between the Moon and Venus, which is also in Aries. And then it's pointing to two. I think it's more in line with Uranus here, but it is also connected to the North Node. So we've talked about the Moon. Let's just touch on Venus really quick. Venus in Aries in the 6th house. Venus is all about attraction and beauty. And when Venus is in Aries, it's technically in its fall, which means it's just not like as good at functioning as it is in some other signs. And it makes sense. Vicki is not somebody who draws people to her or draws anything to her. She's going out and getting it. She is taking the Aries energy and getting what she wants. And she's doing that with her Venus. She's getting a new face. She's getting herself in front of that camera.
Guess what? I wasn't interviewed.
You were interviewed.
No, I was not.
I saw your interview tape.
This is our family room, and we like this room because it's real comfortable. It's not real pretentious.
I said, I don't want to do a reality show.
Well, you've been here 14 years. By the way, it's made you very rich, and if you don't want to be on the show, you don't have to be on the show.
She also can attract people, probably maybe more in line with work rather than like personal life, I'd say, with her hard work and with her determination. I mean, those are qualities you would probably want in somebody, you know, working.
I met him when I was on season 1, and I met him at an insurance conference in Buckhead, Georgia.
In 2007, when your mother and I first met, you saw an email from me that told your mother, while she was married to Don, that I loved her.
And to ask her to leave Don for you.
I did not.
Yes, I saw it.
Yeah, and again, that's that sixth house part of it of like, this has more to do with maybe work things, but yeah, she's going and making her own shit happen. She's not attracting to her. She's not the secreting.
Her best body part
Her legs.
is her brain.
Bullshit.
Oh, he loves her. That means he loves her.
I'm very smart. I have never been with multiple partners in my life. You can tell whatever you want to tell.
When you called me the next day and said I woke up naked next to this man.
Oh my God,
drunk.
are you serious?
What physical aspect of her is
There's
your
no doubt
favorite?
it's her vagina.
What did he say?
I freaking love it down there. Kidding me?
Of course he loves it. I've had C-sections, so it wasn't stretched with an 8 or 9 pound baby coming out of it. It's perfect.
So, old Uranus here. It's in the 10th house and it's in Leo. Uranus is the planet of just the unexpected. It can be a little chaotic. Essentially, wherever it is in your chart is a place where you'll have some unconventional paths, some unconventional things happen to you. You are unconventional, that type of thing. And in Leo is it's another leadership sign. It's the other fire sign. Yeah, it likes to be in charge. It has a really big heart and it wants to expand with love, but it also just wants to be seen, and it wants to be seen and it wants to be left.
Okay, it's my birthday party. Where's all my friends? Come on.
And I would say Vicki has had a very unconventional career path. 10th house is all about career and public-facing life. She started as I think just like an actual housewife.
15 years ago, I had to figure out a way to support my children. I had a 4- and 5-year-old. I was a single parent. I wasn't college educated, and a girlfriend of mine said, why don't you try to sell insurance?
Although I don't know what happened with that. Because they got divorced. He didn't die. So I don't know if she had any support.
I'm a mother. I've been a recipient of something that's never paid child support.
But she started her, I don't know if she ever thought she was gonna be insurance lady. I think maybe she thought she would just be a stay-at-home mom. So that's unconventional. And then she became a housewife on TV. I mean,
Did an interview for the job, by the way.
Sweetie, you were on a tape.
I didn't audition for the show. I didn't even know there was a show.
Okay, I know, because there wasn't a show.
Hello, don't forget where you came from. You forget where I will never.
very unconventional. You know, there is that part of her that wants to be seen. There's that parts of her that, you know, now has to be seen.
Let's do keg stand. Go, Vicki, your turn. Vicki, your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, Heather, she's not a true friend of yours. That's all I heard when I first met her. Your friendship is phony. You were in her wedding, but it wasn't real.
What's going on?
Well, she just came out with a robe over her head.
The Paps might take a picture of you.
What is going on? What is happening? Vicki. Vicki, are you okay?
Yeah, she's fine.
She didn't handle it well when she was not beloved on the show and got demoted. Well, she was kicked off.
So now get kicked off.
Oh my God.
Don't you have enough? Is it like Vicki's gone? We needed to elevate this cast. It's a disaster. It's the truth. I'm embarrassed to be part of it. This Bronwyn, she's like, well, I might. Really?
And then I think she clearly didn't want to be demoted, but then she was like, fine, I'll take it. Put me back in front of the camera. And yeah, she did a nice little spot there now. So very unconventional, very needing to be seen, to be loved. And again, I think a lot of her relationships, I don't want to say they're unsuccessful because she was married to Don for years. So like there's success in that. But maybe why they don't stand the test of time is because that love that she is feeling is a love to be seen and work. That's where it is. She's never not gonna work.
I want to go to work and sell insurance.
And that's where we can come in with the North Node. I mean, yeah, this woman's gonna be on her deathbed, you know, trying to sell her nurse insurance. Like, it's not, she's never gonna stop. She'll also have the Bravo cameras in there if they'll let her. I mean, it will never be a thing. And the part with collaboration, I remember, didn't she try to start like a wine club with Tamra or something?
So if this was Vicki's vodka, I'm taking it you wouldn't be leaving right now.
Really, Tamra, what are you doing?
Because when you talk about, like last time when I asked you about Vicki's vodka, you go, I do this and I'm doing this and I'm doing these events and I'm doing this, and I'm like, wait, well, why aren't you doing this for us?
I have been doing things for us, for Wines by Wives, that you don't even see, that I don't see what you're doing.
You're not performing.
You're not performing.
I'm not performing?
Please, you think you're performing.
Wasn't that a thing? It fell apart, and I think one of the reasons it fell apart because it wasn't Vicki's wine club. She was never going to be able to work with somebody else. The Three Amigas thing became a work thing. She can't work with other people. I know technically she is working or did work with Shannon. But I mean, yeah, it's not gonna work. She needs to be in charge. She can't collaborate. It's not her thing. It's not her deal. Not her skill set. Yeah. So, I mean, there's so much to talk about, but we have to talk about the rising sign because we never get to talk about the rising sign. It's in Libra. And now we really throw a wrench into everything I was just saying because what Libra needs, what the rising sign would like you to rise to, is to find a balance. I don't know if Vicki has ever felt what balance is. And balance is also subjective. I mean, for her, we can see in her chart, she has to work. There's no world in which she doesn't and can feel a balance. The thing with Libra is that, you know, it is often associated with like, oh, shying away and just like acquiescing to what other people want. And that is one part of the scale.
But you agree that he's disrespectful to you?
I care for him more than I probably have cared for anybody. Yes, he has been disrespectful to me.
You're making it sound like it's physical.
No, it's never been physical. It's never been physical.
What did you say to my husband to do to me? What'd you say to my husband?
I didn't tell your husband anything that I'm not sorry for, and I am sorry.
You told my husband to start hitting me and you're not sorry for that?
I didn't tell your husband to hit you.
I heard that voice, and you just said you're not sorry for it?
I am sorry for that, absolutely.
Wait, so you said that?
I'll say this. He's never laid a hand on me. I heard he said that. I never heard the recording. He's never laid a hand on me.
Because you won't listen to it. We start playing the recording and you leave the room.
He has never touched me. Never has touched me, ever.
But the other part of the scale is you go really wildly in the other direction.
You're not taking the accountability. Just say, okay, I screw up sometimes.
This is not happening right now at this dinner table, at this lunch table. Why am I the one saying I'm sorry?
Because she felt offended in the beginning.
Guess what? I'm feeling offended. I'm the one outside crying.
What's up, baby?
Oh my God! You pushed me.
No, I didn't.
You pushed me.
It's always somebody else's fault.
So the balance with that would maybe be, you know, not working every day. I don't really know. You know, actually, being demoted to friend of could be the world forcing her to be a little slowed down and a little less. She can go to Andalays more.
We're going to Andalays, we're gonna have fun, and we're gonna do it my way.
Flashing ears, boob shots, dancing on taxi cab. There is nobody better to party with than Vicki Gunvalson.
You know, balance. I mean, there's just so many other things to talk about. She has this block in Pisces. I mean, Mercury, Mars, Chiron, and Jupiter are also all in Pisces. So she has a sensitive side.
I'm not miserable. I can resist if I have to.
Do you want to exist? This is your life. Like, do you want to just exist in your marriage? Do you have sex?
And she has a lot of sensitivity about, you know, the more creative sides of her and the being seen side of her, actually. I mean, she has a lot of pain around that.
Is her EKG normal or not?
Honey, you're okay, honey.
She's been up for 3 days straight.
Not been normal when I went to that guy, but I'm fine.
Okay, well, okay. You're in good hands. Don't worry about it.
And the pain around, you know, having to prove you're enough and showing yourself on camera can be scary, and that's maybe also feeding into the lots of plastic surgery.
Now I see.
It's just that's Vicki. That's our Vic. You know, we can talk about her love life a whole lot, but her love tank. Oh God, there's just so much with Vicki. I mean, do I like her? Not really, but would I feel weird if she wasn't there? I don't know.
I'm being nailed to the cross like Jesus was, and he did nothing wrong. He's Jesus Christ, and he did nothing wrong. He was nailed to the cross. That's how I feel.
And that's where I land on her. Yeah. You know, Aries does rule her 7th house, so she's also probably better off alone, in all honesty. Not that everybody with an Aries 7th house needs to be alone. I just think for her, you know, get a new partner every couple of years. You'll be good. Anyway, I hope you like this. Subscribe if you'd like. If you'd like, tell me other people you'd like me to do. And goodbye.